Have you ever stopped to think that the way you see money today might be trapping you in an invisible prison? Many people talk about money, talk about investing, talk about Bitcoin, but few reveal the truth that can truly transform your financial life. Today I'm going to share with you what the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad reveals about money, Bitcoin and debt, and why understanding this could be the turning point you needed. Before we dive in, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you're tired of watching your money slip through your fingers, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss any essential tips that will put your money to work for real, not just disappear from your pocket. Let's take this journey together toward financial freedom. Money is not the problem. The issue is that we were raised to think in a way that keeps us trapped. From an early age, we were taught that money is complicated, debt is normal, investing is risky, and only the rich can prosper. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, breaks down these beliefs and shows that the real secret lies in understanding cash flow, the difference between assets and liabilities, and how your mindset is the deciding factor. But what about Bitcoin? Many say it's just a trend, that it's risky, that it's for experts. The truth is, Bitcoin represents a silent revolution, a way to protect your money from inflation, to gain financial freedom away from banks and governments that control the traditional system. It's not just a digital currency, it's a concept of freedom. But be careful, just buying Bitcoin is not enough. You need to understand how to use it as part of a bigger strategy. And what about debt? That's a trap many fall into. Debt, if poorly managed, is a chain that drags you down. It drains your money, your energy, your peace. Most people don't know how to break out of this cycle because they keep repeating the same consumption and thinking patterns. And here lies the key point. It's not enough just to buy assets or just to invest in Bitcoin. You need to reprogram your mind, change your relationship with money and debt. Have you noticed how phrases like money doesn't bring happiness or I'm not good with numbers only limit you? They are invisible handcuffs. If you want to escape the prison of scarcity, you need to identify these limiting beliefs and replace them with a mindset of abundance and growth. It's not easy, I know. It's a process. But it starts with a simple step. Stop digging your financial hole. This step means cutting unnecessary expenses, stopping buying things to impress, and focusing on building an emergency fund, even if it's small. Having a financial cushion gives you the peace of mind to think strategically and avoid impulsive decisions. Next, it's time to earn your first margin of freedom, whether with extra income, freelance work, or a small business. The important thing is to start earning more than you spend and use that difference to invest. Here's the golden rule of the rich. Buy assets before buying status. That means, before spending on a new phone, a car, or a trip, invest in something that will bring you financial return in the future, whether Bitcoin, stocks, real estate, or knowledge that will multiply your earning capacity. The rich don't spend to impress others. They spend to build silent power that grows even when they're not working. But remember, this transformation requires sacrifice and patience. 2 years of financial discipline can guarantee decades of freedom. You will have to say no to many things, resist emotional consumption, and relearn how to find pleasure in what frees you, not what traps you. If you're still watching, congratulations. You're already ready to stop being a hostage to your financial situation and start building real wealth, even if little by little. Now that you've begun escaping scarcity, it's time to understand how to build true solid wealth. Wealth is not the result of luck or miracles. It's a daily construction, an invisible architecture made of vision, discipline, and strategy. While most people think of money as something to use next month, the rich think in terms of decades. They ask themselves, what am I doing today that will keep paying me 10, 20 years from now? This long-term vision changes everything. It shifts focus from immediacy and directs your energy toward lasting assets. Remember, an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability is anything that takes money out. A financed car, installment trips, and overdrafts are liabilities. But a rented property, a profitable business, or a YouTube channel generating income are assets. Also, the rich know that simply saving money is not enough. it needs to be multiplied. Idle money loses value over time because of inflation. That's why they invest patiently and knowledgeably in assets like the stock market, real estate funds, scalable businesses, and digital passive income. And they do this consistently, not just when they have spare cash. True financial freedom comes from passive income. That is, when your money or your past work keeps generating returns for you. And that's accessible to everyone, with commitment and consistency. It can be creating an online course, a YouTube channel, investing in dividend-paying assets, or building a contacts list for future sales. The important thing is to shift from consumer to producer. For that, the mindset must be daily. Wealth is not a destination, but a habit. Read, learn, connect with people who have the results you want. Meanwhile, many stay trapped in distractions, empty entertainment, and influences that sabotage their progress. Whoever controls your attention controls your life. So choose carefully what you consume and who you get inspired by. In the end, the question isn't how much you earn, but how much of what you earn is being invested in something that frees you. Money will leave your pocket anyway. The difference is whether it comes back stronger or disappears forever. Wealth isn't ostentation. It's what works for you even while you sleep. And your financial future will be defined by 3 simple but powerful decisions. First, financial awareness, taking responsibility for your money without blaming external factors. Second, getting out of victim mode and taking action, even in the face of difficulties. Third, investing daily in your future, whether in knowledge, financial health, or assets that grow over time. By making these decisions, you can build real wealth regardless of what happens in the economy. Not making these decisions means staying trapped in the scarcity cycle. I know it's not easy. Changing habits, leaving your comfort zone, resisting temptations, but it's simple. Simple to understand and simple to do when you build discipline. And only simple, consistent action changes lives. If you truly want to transform your financial life, I invite you to take the next step with me. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to get weekly content that will get you out of stagnation. Leave your like to show you're ready to act. Together, we'll build a strong community focused on real financial freedom. No empty promises, just results. See you in the next video, where I'll share even more strategies to unlock your financial potential. You deserve this transformation, and I'm here to help you.